Well, as you can see, the lift kit is complete on the FJ Cruiser. Originally, I was debating between Bilstein 5100s, Bilstein 6112 front shocks, and 5100 rear shocks, and the Fox 2.5s. What's the winner? I decided to go with the Bilstein 6112s in the front, 5100s in the rear, and a set of Bilstein B12 rear coils. I was very tempted by the Fox 2.5s, but I decided that rather than buying an expensive suspension setup, I'd rather save that money for other work that's coming to the FJ. We need to do wheels and tires. We're going to need a body mount chop. There's a chance that we'll need upper control arms. And then of course I've got other modifications planned as well. So rather than spending all that money up front on suspension, saving it for that future work. Likewise, I could have gone with the Bilstein 5100s as they are less expensive and I've been very pleased with them on the 4Runner, but I figured this would be a good opportunity to do a comparison between the 5100s and the 6112s, so you can look forward to a video on that in the future. So we've got the 6112s in the front, 5100s in the rear with those B12 rear coils, and then a differential drop. Over the course of the next week, I'll be putting up tutorial videos for the install of each of these items. It's applicable to the FJ Cruiser and the 4Runner. Once those videos are live, you can use the links in the description below to get to each of those videos. Once again, I got this lift kit off of BilsteinLifts.com. I use them for my Tacoma and my 4Runner, a really great website for getting Toyota lift kits. Links to each of these products are likewise in the description. The 6112s have 6 clip settings and you preset the height before you install the coilover. Now, interestingly, on the FJ Cruiser and the non-KDSS equipped 4Runner, the driver's side clip goes 2 settings higher than the passenger side. So I maxed out this lift kit, which means that on the driver's side, I went on the number 6 clip, but on the passenger side, I went to the number 4 clip. This levels out the vehicle and gives us a max ride height of 2.2 inches. And this means that although there are 6 clip settings, you can actually only have 3 different ride heights. Now, if you've got the KDSS equipped 4Runner, you set the clips at the same height on both the driver and passenger side, which means that you do have 6 clip settings available and the max ride height increases to about 3 inches. In the rear, we replaced the old coil with the new B12 coils. These are taller, so it gives us that additional ride height. And then we replace the old shocks with the Bilstein 5100s. The additional travel helps with articulation, and then it also handles the additional ride height with those taller coils. Now, the advertised ride height with the 6112s on the number 6 clip on the driver's side, 4 on the passenger side, is 2.2 inches in the front. And then with the B12 rear coils, advertised height is 1.5 inches. So what do I think of the final result? Well, for starters, it looks pretty goofy with these tiny tires on it. So we definitely need to get a larger set on ASAP. The other thing that I'm a little bit confused by is that we've got an advertised lift height of 2.2 inches in the front and 1.5 in the rear, which would make you think that it would sit either level or maybe have a little bit of a rake. But I think we've got a little bit of a broline going on. And that's especially concerning because it's not even loaded up right now. So if I put a lot of people or gear or a rooftop tent on, it's just going to make that even worse. I've parked it on level ground in a number of scenarios and it's still a little bit hard to tell for sure, but I definitely think that the gap here is larger at the front than at the rear. So there's a good chance that I'll be doing another inch or so of lift at the rear. I'm thinking about just doing a spacer in combination with the B12 coils. I was hoping to avoid a spacer, but at this point I'm not going to go with a new set of coils. I may wait until I get new wheels and tires just to see what it looks like with those installed before I add that additional height. And then I also haven't got an alignment done just yet because I wanted to kind of figure this all out first. So we'll kind of see what happens with that. If you have any comments or questions, leave them in the section below. To stay up to date on my FJ Cruiser progress, be sure to subscribe. In the meantime, thanks for watching.